Afternoon, guys. It's Coach Abell here for your weekly update. Biggest thing to talk about, the elephant in the room, if you will, was the KHSAA meeting that took place on Friday. It was about a 4.5 hour meeting, and a lot of things were discussed. What you guys need to know is what we're going to talk about here. Okay. The one thing I will say before we delve into this week's announcements is that it does seem as though the KHSAA is committed to having a season. Kentucky, as a state, has handled this COVID thing a lot better than other places have. But if you've been paying attention to the news, then you know that COVID is still on the rise here in Kentucky. And the last thing that we want to do is let high school athletics be a reason why several people have contracted the disease or worse. Okay. Ultimately, they're committed to having a season. We know the season is probably going to be shrunk a little bit, where we might not be playing a full 10-game schedule. There's a bunch of ideas being floated out there. We'll delve into that at the end of July. What we need to do, though, is we have to do our part. Okay. That's why we're going to change some things and change the way we've done some things. We're all going to make sure that we're doing our part. That way we feel good about ourselves and knowing that we didn't worsen this scenario. That includes outside of football. So, guys, when you all are outside of football, make sure that you're doing the things you're supposed to be doing, wearing your mask, staying 6 feet apart, not sharing things, so forth and so on. Okay. Let's not be the reason why we can't have a football season this year. All right. Here are the major changes. The first official date of football practice, where we can actually practice with helmets and all that kind of stuff, is not going to be until August 3rd. Okay. That has been the biggest change. We're just going to continue to do our preseason conditioning and workouts and getting acclimated for the next couple of weeks. Another change is that we now have to have a 6-hour time limitation for all players, which means instead of us doing Monday through Friday, we're going to go Monday through Thursday. Okay. And there you see the report times. The groups 1 and 2 will start at 6 and end at 7:30. Groups 3 and 4 will report at 7:15 and end at 8:45. That gets us within that 6-hour time limitation. Cancellations, and we've never canceled practice up until this year. We've always been able to take guys into a gym, take guys indoor if storms occur. We obviously can't do that these days with COVID. So decisions will be made no later than 5:30 and 6:30 for those groups. Uh, Please keep that in mind. I do my best to reply to all of your all's messages, but at the end of the day, I will make a decision and put it on Huddle and the Teams app by 5:30 or 6:30 if storms look like they're going to kind of rain it out. Physicals that were scheduled for Tuesday, school physicals have been canceled. Okay. As a result of the announcements, our principal and our athletic director didn't feel comfortable hosting our physicals. It's possible that we might be able to reschedule them down the road, but it's just not probable. So we are advising everybody to try your best to schedule physicals with your own physicians. I know this is a tough thing. It's just kind of been thrown on you guys, but it is what it is. It's 2020. We got to do our best. What I can tell you is any guy that is a returning player, I have your physicals from last year. I will text you guys individually to let you know when your physical expires. That's why you get that 13-month window to figure out how to schedule your next appointment. Freshmen cannot work out until the physicals are completed. Okay. If you've got a physical on file with your middle school coach, please bring it. Call them, ask them whatever you got to do, but get it to us. Okay. That doesn't mean we don't want you to report. We want you to be there. Even if you don't have a physical, we want you there so you can learn and you can get acclimated. But you can't actually participate in anything until that physical is in our hands. Okay? And I know some of you guys have already done it. That's great. Everyone else, unfortunately, that is what it is. We have to try to adapt. Okay. This is what the schedule will look like. This will be posted. It's all pretty much the same Monday through Thursday now until August 3rd. Other dates, I want to thank our parents that are working as we speak. The FC soccer game, Ashley Wade and her family, Sean Martin, and then the Brown family. Okay, we greatly appreciate you guys. We need more of this, guys. This is an important fundraiser. This is hundreds of dollars that could go to your son's program. Please keep these things in mind and let me know or Miss Wade know if you're going to be available to work. Campus Beautification Day is now August 1st, and the first day of football practice is August 3rd. Again, a brief itinerary of what things look like. The first 5 minutes every day will be those screenings. We're now going to try to segregate our workouts a little bit better to where we're going to have a much smaller group, so even less than 10 working out in the weight room, doing plyometrics or cardio. And if we still don't feel comfortable with the turnaround, we'll be moving weights outside. That's just for some peace of mind for a lot of you guys. And then these guys will be doing some position group exercises towards the end, again, following guidelines, etc.